8 more rounds to go and we are inching closer to the finish line. The heat is turned right up to the top in the title race with 2 contenders facing off over the weekend, while the fight for survival, if anything, is even more intense. Catch it all right here on the J1 League Goal Zone. Just 6 games for this match week with a few sides still on AFC duties. Sagan and Avispa kicking things off, Kyoto on the road to play Shimizu, Gamba faced off with Nagoya, and a battle between 2 title-chasing sides, Kawasaki and Kashima. Sagan continue to be hard to beat and were now undefeated in their last 5, looking to extend that run as they hosted Avispa. The visitors arrived on the back of a 4-game winless run and looked likely to suffer another loss in Tosu. Predictably then, the first chance of the game fell to Sagan in only the 4th minute. A free kick towards the far post was knocked down for Fuji Honda, but it fell to him at an awkward height and he could only put his effort onto the roof of the net. Just after the quarter-hour mark, and Sagan battle hard to win the ball in midfield. Honda gives the ball to Taisei Miyashiro, runs on for the return, and with 2 defenders closing in on him, slots the ball past the goalkeeper for the opening strike. But just minutes later, Avispa gathered themselves. Jordi Crew playing the free kick over the top, and Juanmar Delgado runs onto the end of it to head home. But the goal was disallowed, even though Delgado clearly was onside when the ball was played. Daiki Miya may well have been offside, but was he interfering with play? Regardless, that seemed to inspire Avispa to keep coming forward. Sotan Tanabe on the left, switching the play into the middle of the park, where Delgado shows beautiful feet. Crew comes in on the right-hand side, and finally they have their equaliser. The last chance of the first half came from a 32nd minute free kick. Now Yuki Fujita playing it in, it misses everybody, forcing Takumi Nagaishi into making a save. Into the 75th minute and precisely the same sequence again. Fujita with the free kick, nobody gets a touch on it, meaning the goalkeeper needs to be on full alert once again to push that one away. One last chance perhaps in the 88th minute for the home team to get the winner, with the ball being pushed from left to right. Eventually it's Taichi Kikuchi with the telling cross, and despite some eye-catching improvisation, Yuji Ono can't quite find the target, so the points are shared in this one.
Yeah, I think the first half we were better. I had one more chance that I have to score, but yeah, I want to apologize for this chance, but okay, we have 1 point and yeah, we really play well, we fight a lot, and yeah, I'm happy with 1 point. Yeah, I know Juanma is strong, he saw me and he gave me the ball, and we did it also against Marinos and Gamba. Yeah, it was a very nice assist, and I'm thankful for that. Yeah, grateful. You see so many supporters here, it's amazing. It feels like a home game, and I'm really happy that we fight for them, and we have 1 point for them. And yeah, I want to thank them so much that they, with many people here.
Shimizu made it 4 games without defeat after their most recent draw with Kashiwa, a chance to extend that streak as they hosted a struggling Kyoto side that were without a win in their last 5 and hovering above the drop zone. The visiting team needed to start well, and having held out for the first quarter of the game, created a chance of their own in the 21st minute. Yuki Honda putting in a first-time left-footed cross, Shinpei Fukuoka charging into the space at the near post, and Kyoto have a surprise 1-0 lead. Or so they thought. An eagle-eyed video assistant referee spotted Ryogo Yamasaki handling the ball as he received the throw in an earlier part of the move. The goal was wiped out, and we're back to 0-0. But Kyoto kept pressing. Here in the 29th minute, this time down the right-hand side, Kosuke Takatomi's cross finds Yamasaki again, and a point-blank save from Shuichi Gonda keeps the scores level through to half-time. Having not had a chance to speak of in the first half, Shimizu came out strongly in the second. Just before the hour mark here, the cross comes in from the right, An awkward opportunity for Yago Pikachu, and he does well to get the shot on target. Shimizu were looking strong down that right-hand side, and here comes another cross, this time Iichi Katayama with the acrobatic effort, but he couldn't quite keep down. No joy down the right, so instead they came down the middle in the 68th minute. Katayama knocking down the long ball, Carlinhos Jr. spots Takashi Inui, and that's a super strike on the half volley into the top corner, and Shimizu have the lead. Now with 5 minutes left to find an equaliser, a corner to Kyoto. The Nigerian Olubajo Ishmailo rises highest, and his header straight into the goalkeeper's hands. Time running out for the visitors now, just 3 minutes left. A very tidy interchange in the box gives them their final chance. Yuta Toyokawa with the side-footed effort, but too close to the goalkeeper. Shimizu hold on to take the points. Nagoya had kept their third clean sheet in a row and had now gone 4 games without defeat. Gamba came into this one having failed to win any of their last 7 and looked to be in trouble as they sit in the relegation zone. A promising start for Nagoya, just 3 minutes in, and Kensuke Nagai latches on to a long through ball, but he can't make the most of his shot, and that's collected easily by Masaki Higashiguchi. But only seconds later, at the other end of the field, Gamba get to show their early intent. Both teams battling for the ball on the edge of the box. Patrick stumbles, gets up, latches onto the ball forward from Juan Alano, and finishes on the turn for the opening goal of the game. Buoyed by that early goal, Gamba come forward again in the 12th minute. Ryotaro Machino finds Patrick, who battles his way through. He and Pereira get a bit muddled, but it's Pereira who gets the shot off. And that's their second goal. But the referee pulled them back, and in conversation with the video assistant, decided that Patrick was in an offside position when he collected the through ball, so we stay at 1-0. Just a minute before the break, and Nagoya's Ryoya Morishita plays a cross in from the right-hand side. Without taking a touch, it goes all the way through to Yuki Soma on the left, and that's a fine effort looking for the top corner. Higashiguchi gets a fingertip on that one, and it might well have made all the difference in pushing it beyond the far post. With Pereira already having had a goal ruled out for offside, the same fate would meet him again in the 60th minute. Picking the ball up near the penalty spot, he swivels and slots it home. But with 2 players standing in front of the goalkeeper, Ryu Takao and Patrick, neither of whom got a touch, the referee interpreted them to be interfering with play, and the goal was ruled out. Amid all of this controversy, Nagoya was still only 1 goal down. Kei Sento, twisting and turning, looking to get his side back into the contest. He supplies Leonardo, and that shot fired straight into Higashiguchi's stomach. Route 1 football to end the contest. The goalkeeper's long ball finding Musashi Suzuki, who takes a wonderful first touch, turns and fires home Gamba's second goal, ensuring that they take all 3 points. A first win in 2 months for Gamba, and they are now making their move away from the bottom. When we come back, it's the battle for the championship as Kawasaki take on Kashima. With only 8 more rounds left in the season, the coveted AFC Champions League qualification spots are still very much up for grabs. So let's check in now on some of the hopefuls. Kashiwa hadn't won in their last 2 and will be looking to get back to winning ways for their push into Champions League qualification. No easy task this round as Tokyo came to town, with the away side having won 2 of their last 3. Despite not being on home turf, it was Tokyo who had much the better of the first half. A long 17th minute ball over the top finds Koki Tsukagawa. Not the most special of first touches, but the finish was very cool, although he probably knew he'd strayed into an offside position and this one was ruled out. But in the 40th minute, they found their opening goal. Kazuya Kono finds Diego Oliveira on the right. Some trickery from him. He gets the ball over. And Kuryu Matsuki leaps towards the ball at the far post, redirecting it over the line for the opening goal. Final minute of the first half, and as Tokyo worked the ball across the face of the penalty area, Ryomo Watanabe lays it off to Kashif Banyagande, who strikes his left foot across the ball, tucking it into the near post where the goalkeeper was perhaps slightly wrong-footed. Into the second half now, 54th minute, and some very tidy footwork from Douglas. He finds Takuma Ominami in space. And as the ball comes over, eventually Dodi hits this one on the volley. First time. Kashiwa are back in this one. But not for long, only 3 minutes later, and Tokyo are at it again. On the right wing, Yuto Nagatomo sends his cross into Adalton, whose powerful header is tipped onto the crossbar. Shuto Abe is there to tidy up the rebound, and Tokyo are now 3-1 ahead. But Kashiwa weren't going away. Yuki Muto whipping it across from the apex of the penalty area. Douglas dives at the ball, connects with his head, and now Kashiwa are just a goal behind. But 6 minutes after that, have a look at Tokyo on the break. From the edge of their own penalty area, they press forward. Adalton with the strong run, he breaks inside and side foots home the finish. The visitors now up by 4-2. But this thriller of a contest was far from done. 6 minutes after that, Douglas making the cross on the right-hand side. Ominami with space on the right smashes that one home first time and hits 4-3. But Kashiwa's attempt to make up the deficit was dealt a severe blow in the 81st minute. Adalton on the break gets body checked by Takumi Kamijima. That's his second yellow card. And the home team are down to 10 men. That allowed Tokyo another chance to show how ruthless they are on the break. Adalton picking up the loose ball and playing it over the top for Luis Felipe, who slams that one home for a 5-3 lead. And with that one-man advantage on the field, they would make it 6-3. Adalton once again in the thick of things, playing a 1-2 with Shuto Abe, and the Brazilian makes it goal number 6 for the visitors. Tokyo come away with all 3 points. A top of the table clash with Kawasaki coming into this one on the back of 2 straight wins, and they'd be confident of another victory, especially as the visitors had arrived on the back of some poor form. The Antlers, with only 1 win in their last 7, knew there'd be no margin for error if they wanted to maintain their challenge for the title. Mark Richmond has your commentary.
The defence has certainly been boosted by the return of Jesse L, that's for sure. After a long time out, Wansunte Marcinho was chasing him down and almost got a piece of the ball. Here's Yamane. Wakizaka just ahead of him, asking for the ball to spread out wide to Yanaga, who's in a good run of goal-scoring form lately. Wakizaka just blocked out of it. Here is Yanaga, has done superbly well. Is he taken down? It's going to be a penalty. The referee's pointed to the spot. He certainly was wrestled to the ground, I believe, by Pituca. And Yanaga, the moment he had control of it, the moment he had possession over Diego Pituca, it was always going to be trouble to the Brazilian. Over Yuyaoki. Yanaga, oh, how good was that penalty? Well, he hardly gets into a trot. He's such a classy player to watch, and he takes his penalties the same way he plays his football, almost walking it in and placing it to the top corner. Another opportunity to swing this one in. Wakizaka, who is the top assister for Kawasaki Frontale this year. The brains behind the latest set-piece situation for them. Wakizaka decides to go for goal himself. It's got into the back of the net. Well, it's skipped past everyone. And he turns away and celebrates. 2-0. Kawasaki Frontale. Well, they scored 2 in the opening 17 minutes the last time these two sides met. And they've done it now 3 minutes faster. 2 in 14. Kobayashi was part of the mix then as he came forward. Just distract the players. There we go. Right at the heart of the defense. But it skipped past everyone. And Kwon Sun-tae didn't know whether to move or not, whether there was going to be a player to take the touch on. And he saw it very late. Couldn't react in time. There we go. That was supposed to be the clearance that came in. Simplicity at the heart of it all. Ensuring that the ball is kept. And it's purposeful whenever they move into the final third of the pitch. Hirose needing support. It's not a very good ball. Here is Marcinho. Should have buried it. Could have taken it first time, but he didn't. Needed a touch. And Kwon Sun-tae, give him credit because he came out and spread eagle himself and made the angle super tight for Marcinho to aim for. And they're making full use of their set-piece situations. Here's another one. Wakisaka to take this corner. Jesse L in the box. Swung right in. Lovely save yet again by Kwon Sun-tae. Magnificent goalkeeping. Well, if not for him, it should have been 4-0 already. And the game out of sight for Kawasaki Frontale. Kobayashi goes attacking it, but it's easily won by Misao. It's clever play by Pituka. Lifting it over Wakizaka. Still Diego Pituka trying to work the 1-2 with Kaike. Didn't come off, but the ball still falls for a player in white. It's been the story of the second half so far. Gucci, it's gone into the back of the net. And yet again, Kawasaki Frontale concede. I think it took a deflection off the head of Nakama, who was in the box. The smallest player in the box has got a flick on and scores his 4th of the season. Well, if you keep pumping balls inside the box, somehow it's going to find its way through and find one of your teammates. And that was a fabulous ball that was lifted in by Higuchi. Just a touch on and a flick on. Glanced into the back of the net by Hayata Nakama. In his first year from Kashiwa Reysol, has breathed new life into Kashima Antlers and into this fixture. It's a clever ball inside by Suzuki. Schmidt had to watch his tackle. Here is Suzuki once again, spearing the ball inside, cleared by Taniguchi. Pituka trying to keep that one alive. Higuchi! Well, it was straight at the goalkeeper, who palmed it away. Yuta Higuchi, and he used it to very good effect. But just too direct that time. And Kenta Tano. And it's all over. Too little, too late for Kashima Antlers. Kawasaki Frontale yet again do the damage early in this fixture. Kento Tano, who had to pull off a good save to keep the scoreline at 2-1, and that's where it finished. So Kawasaki Frontale leapfrog over Kashima Antlers into 3rd spot in the league, just 2 points behind Yokohama Marinos.
2 informed teams up next. Cerezo and Sanfrecce coming into this one on a 3-match win streak, and both were looking to seal an AFC spot for next season. Each had been climbing steadily up the table, knowing here that in a contest which could swing either way, a big 3 points was on the line. Here's Reese Russian Rock.
Morishima to Chajima. Matsuda off balance, still gets enough of it to find Nogami. Zaraki plays a lovely pass forward into Mitsuta, showing lovely movement. Sanfrecce's number 39 across that forward line. Cross comes in, there's a run at the back post from Yusuke Chajima. And that is his first goal of the season, where Chajima had made an intelligent run and got his reward out of it. Kashiwa with his 3rd assist of the campaign. Chajima pouncing on that for his 1st of the season. Suzuki. Matsuda. Sends it in low. There's a shot from Tameda, forcing the save.
Waiting for an opportunity just to have a look at that incident in the box as well. As Mitsuta takes it past Kim Jin-hyun. The free kick hasn't been given. Surely looked to have been taken down. And still could have been punished there. An important clearance off the line by Nishio. What an attempt that was from Morishima. He's going over to have a look. Well, he's taken it past Kim Jin-hyun. There's no doubt about that. Mitsuta gets to the ball ahead of Kim Jin-hyun. He leaves his leg in behind. And there is contact on his boot. It looks like the free kick's been awarded against Sanfrecce. Kiyotake. Get involved, they've lost out. Here's Douglas Vieira. Mitsuta. A space on the left for Morishima. And Matsumoto making the run ahead of him. Decides instead to go to Mitsuta. There's an overload down the right-hand side. And that should be it. Mitsuta making the decision to have a shot at goal. Was palmed back out by Kim Jin-hyun. And Taishi Matsumoto was on hand to put away the rebound. 2-0 to Sanfrecce. Those are the moments they've been waiting for. A quick transition. The second goal on the night. Taishi Matsumoto, his third goal of the season. Morishima. That's a lovely ball played into the run of Douglas Vieira. Kim Jin-hyun with the save. And Mitsuta picking up the second ball. Firing an effort towards goal. Kashiwa with that clearance. It's cut out by Yamada. Those changes that were made by Kogiku. Not really paying dividends. That comes off the crossbar. What an effort from range by Kawamura. He's hit that with so much venom. So won the Danish Superliga with the FC Copenhagen. Mitsuta sets it up for him. And that's his first goal for his brand new club. Immediately goes over to the man who laid it on a plate for him. Makoto Mitsuta, so unselfish. Picking up his 8th assists of the campaign. Gets back into the box after this header from Suzuki. It's picked up by Mitsuta. And that's the end of this one. A very good away performance from Sanfrecce Hiroshima. Frustration for Cerezo, and perhaps might have felt that they could have gotten something out of this if they just shown a little bit more quality. But for tonight, from the Yodoko Sakura Stadium, it ends Sanfrecce Hiroshima 3, Cerezo Osaka 0.
And so let's round up the results. Sagan and Avispa playing out a 1-1 draw, Shimizu taking a 1-0 win against Kyoto, Gamba winning big on the road, 2-0 over Nagoya, and a 9-goal bonanza in Kashiwa as Tokyo run out 6-3 winners. Kawasaki beating the Antlers 2-1 and a 4th win in 5 matches for Sanfrecce in Osaka. Despite being out of action in this round, the Marinos are still on top with 48 points. Sanfrecce are behind by a point in 2nd, but have played 3 more games than the leaders. Kawasaki take 3rd and are 2 points behind Yokohama. Kashima stay in 4th on 44 points. Another win for Shimizu and they are in 11th, inching towards the top half of the table. Avispa and Consadole are tied on 28, while Kyoto and Shonan occupy the spots below them on 26. Gamba move themselves just above the drop zone, but it's all still very precarious with just a couple of points separating these clubs in relegation trouble. A nail-biting finish to the season for sure. Stay with us, won't you, on the J1 League Goal Zone. We'll have all of the highlights for you next week. I'm Steve Dawson, and we'll see you then.